Okay, so we are live. Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, we have with us DTM Ratinder Nath, who is here. And DTM Ratinder Nath, I have a few questions for you. This will be a very quick question. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very good. Good morning to you, Alan. And a fine morning it is today.
Yes, it is. So, DTM Ratinder Nath, can you please tell us how did you first discover Toastmasters and what exactly motivated you to join Toastmasters?
Okay, it goes way back to 1989 when I was working in Saudi Arabia. I was working for Zamil Air Conditioners, and then I had this very good friend of mine named Chris Pandit. Chris
Mm.
Pandit and his wife Nilima Pandit were in Aramco, in the Aramco compound. And Chris Pandit was a member of the Dharan Toastmasters Club. That was the only club which was functioning in Saudi Arabia at that time, in
Mm.
1989-90. So one day it so happened that I had to go to their home for a dinner along with my wife.
Mm.
And I don't know what Nilima Pandit saw in me, but she brought up the subject of Toastmasters. And she is the one who introduced me to Toastmasters. And when she told me about Toastmasters, I was very excited. And she was very insistent, saying that I should join Toastmasters. And I said, okay, but how do I go about it? And then she told her husband, Chris Pandit, and he was at that time in the executive committee of the Dharan Toastmasters Club. So
Mm.
he took me there. I went to Dharan Toastmasters Club, and they were ready to take me in that club. This was the Dharan Toastmasters Club was exclusively for Aramcons.
Mm.
But since we were enthusiastic about joining, me and a couple of others, they allowed us in. And
Mm.
that is how I first came to know about Toastmasters. Dharan Toastmasters Club was the first club I joined, and my membership with Toastmasters International started with Dharan Toastmasters Club.
Mm.
That was how I discovered Toastmasters. Well, then what motivated me was it's a long story. It goes back to my childhood. When I was in my second standard, my teacher, Mrs. Bilgrani, she was very good in English. She was considered to be the best English teacher in All Saints High School in Hyderabad during those days. She had this small group called Elocution Society of the class. So she wanted to make me the secretary of this group. And then I got scared. I did not know what it involves and what I have to do. She tried to explain to me, but somehow I got out of it. And that was out of fear. Then what happened later, very many years later, when I was in college, I stood for the Students' Union and campaign. I stood for the presidentship of the Students' Union. And there I found it was very difficult for me to talk in front of people.
Mm. Yeah, that
And
happens. Yeah.
then I found this lack of speaking ability. I said, I have to overcome this. And the chance came 23 years later
Mm.
in 1990 when I joined Toastmasters. That's what motivated me to
Mm.
join Toastmasters, my fear of public speaking.
Mm. You wish that at that time there was something like Toastmasters, right? 25 years back before that, before the time you joined.
Yes, I wish I had come to know about Toastmasters earlier. But in any case, even in Saudi Arabia, by that time I was already 10 years in Saudi Arabia, 12 years, 13 years. But
Mm.
that time we did not know about Toastmasters at all, and there was no other club. The only
Mm.
club was in Dharan.
Okay,
That was
yeah,
Dharan Toastmasters.
that's true. Now, people nowadays have the luxury of choosing many Toastmasters club, isn't it?
Yes, yes, of course. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Now,
And can you also please share a memorable Toastmasters moment from your early years as a member?
memorable Toastmasters movement from my early years was we joined Toastmasters, the Iran Toastmasters Club. We were hardly there for 1 year or 1.5 year.
Mm.
Then Aramco brought in a rule. Non-Aramcoans cannot come inside the compound for the Iran Toastmasters Club
Oh,
membership.
oh, that's okay.
That was so sad. That was so sad.
Mm.
There were about 10 of us, I think. No, 10 of us, yes, non-Aramcoans who were members in the Dharan Toastmasters Club.
Mm.
And we felt very dejected. We were just left adrift. And we did not know what to do. Then all these people, 10 of the people, we met in my house in Al-Khobar. By the time my wife was also very much interested in Toastmasters. So she agreed to host this small meeting in our house of some dedicated Toastmasters.
Mm.
And some of the seniors from Dharan Toastmasters also joined. They said, why don't you people start a club outside of Dharan Toastmasters Club?
Mm.
But you have to understand, and there is, during those days, Toastmasters was not allowed outside of Dharan compound.
Oh.
And it was very, very risky. You just couldn't mingle with ladies in one hall.
Mm.
It can't, there was no clubs like this, no social clubs like this at all. So what we did, after our meeting in our house, everybody was scared where they will go and start a club, where we will meet. Then
Mm.
my wife, Rani, she decided, she said, don't worry. For the first 3, 4 meetings, we will have the meeting in our house. We had a big long hall which could accommodate about 15, 20 people.
Mm.
So that's how Oasis Toastmasters Club was started.
Mm.
In that club, there were about 10 people from Dharan Toastmasters Club who joined, who were the founding members of Oasis Toastmasters Club, and the other 10 members. We had about 21, 22 people. And
Mm.
then we applied to Toastmasters International for getting this Oasis Toastmaster Club started.
Mm.
I still have that original Oasis Toastmasters Club's membership list of the first 22 founder members.
Mm.
And the
That's.
executive committee, many of them were from the Dharan Toastmasters Club, and that's how it started. And today, when I tell this story to many of my friends, look at where KSA is now. Two districts in KSA itself, and where
Yes,
we
correct.
are.
Exactly. We have come a long way from there.
Long. That was the most. That day when we started was the most memorable day of my life. And the most important reason was these members who were there in Oasis Toastmasters Club, the first 10 members were all teachers from the Indian school in Damang.
Wow.
And all of them became members of the Oasis Toastmasters Club with their spouses. This
Okay.
was so unique about Oasis Toastmasters Club at that time.
Ah.
And that's the beginning. And we are so happy that we are still here. And
Mm.
people in Oasis Toastmasters Club, even now, there are a few of the members like Matthews, Korean, Austin Nevis, but they have all left, and they are Austin Nevis is in Australia, Matthews Korean is in Kerala, Shirish Natkar and Mukta Natkar are in Pune. Mukta Natkar was district director last year. Shirish and
Mm.
Mukta are still in Toastmasters in Pune, and so many of them.
Mm. It's incredible. The journey started from there,
That
and
was
now
my
there.
most memorable moment, I would say.
Oh, you took us back. Thank you for that. We didn't know that. That's quite a history lesson for us right there.
Yeah, it is. It's a big history lesson for many of us.
Mm. And like, Toastmasters, it places a huge emphasis on public speaking as well as leadership skills, right? Now, how have these skills benefited you in your personal and professional life?
See, it has most definitely been the most beneficial this thing aspect of my life was Toastmasters, joining
Mm,
Toastmasters.
mm,
With after joining Toastmasters, I gave a lot of speeches in for my CTM manual,
mm,
and step by step, I overcame all my fear of speaking
mm,
in public. So when I worked for about 18 20 years in Zamils in Saudi Arabia,
mm,
when I started the Toastmasters, and then I was in Zamil Air Conditioner itself. I was heading the quality control department there, and it was fun because then it made my life easy
mm,
of being able to speak in front of people, whether it is a customer, whether it is a supplier, whether I am taking a complaint call, whether I am talking, negotiating about quality aspects of the product which they are trying to sell us. And these were all suppliers of worldwide fame. They were from United States, they were from the Far East, they were from Europe, they were from UK. And
mm,
talking to these people became easier for me because I had the confidence that I could convey to them what we are looking for, what our company is looking for when we
mm,
are discussing about the products which we are interested in with them. Or when I am talking with our customers on selling our quality points. When we used to do a lot of quality analysis of our competitors, and then I had the opportunity, I was given the opportunity to write up things of what we saw better in our product as compared to theirs,
mm,
and what we think that we can offer the customers, because we were supplying to Aramco in a very large way in those
mm,
days.
mm.
We were one of the first, we were the first air conditioning manufacturers in Saudi Arabia.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know
So
that.
this helped
Yeah.
me a lot in putting my foot down on the ground on for working for Zamil Air Conditioners, and the way I could deal with our suppliers as well as customers.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yes. A lot of things you learn in Toastmasters and you get to implement that in real life
Yes,
as well.
yes,
And it's great to know how it had benefited you. So it makes sense. You would continue even more than 25 years here in Toastmasters because of the
yes.
skills that we learned, right?
That helped me a lot, Alan, when I came to Bahrain also. When I
Hmm.
started in Bahrain, luckily I started in another air conditioning company called Awal Gulf Manufacturing here. And I
I've
worked
heard of
with
them.
them till I retired. And
Hmm.
here also it helped me a lot. It
Hmm.
helped me a lot for the same reasons. Here was the quality control. I worked in the quality control department. I worked in the design and development department. And in the design and development department, it was great fun because
Hmm.
it helped me. I had to travel a lot to many of the countries. Many
Hmm.
countries I have traveled across, and I have been able to stand in front of many of the people,
Hmm.
very senior people of the companies, and then talk to them on a one-to-one basis and very lucidly explain to them what we are looking for and what are we interested in. And the negotiation skills, thanks to my boss, the CEO of the company, Mr. Adel Matar, I learned a lot from him because we
Hmm.
were the two people who we used to travel all across the world.
Hmm.
That
Wow.
was really a very learning experience, great experience it was. And I give all the credit to Toastmasters for my development as a professional in these in the departments in which I
Hmm.
have worked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure our listeners would be quite motivated to hear about your history and how much it had improved your life that you still continue to this day, even more than 25 years. So,
Yes.
for our members, especially for the new people who have joined this Toastmasters, what advice do you have for them who are just starting their journey?
I would say it is very important that they start immediately. Immediately, they should have started long time back. But yes, if they have not done it, please enroll yourself today. Go to the club which you want to join and join immediately. Don't worry, don't fear about anything. Start, and you have got plenty of Toastmasters to hold your hand and take you up that ladder on this journey. This is the most invigorating and rejuvenating journey you will ever go through in your life, and it will benefit you in all ways, whether it is professionally, personally, or as a parent. In every which way it is going to help you. You will gain the confidence, you will gain the skills which are required, and there are people to help you provide these skills. And the most important thing is, in Toastmasters, nobody is going to lift a finger and say you did wrong. They are going to just evaluate you and give you tips. And it is a workshop. You fumble, you break down, you fall down, but you will again get up, and again you will be punching, and you will win one day, and you will be the ones who will come back and train some others. Please go ahead, join Toastmasters. This is my ardent request to you all. The people who are sitting on the fence, please, no more, jump in and take away.
Thank you so much, Ratinder Nath. It's been a pleasure to hear you, to hear your stories. I'm quite charged up. Just so you know, I just got up some time back, and
Yeah.
this this is the motivational talk that I'm already a member of Toastmasters, but I'm just so charged up. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I know. I have seen you, and I have been, working with you on the Speakers Bureau. And
Mm,
it has always been my this thing endeavor to be in Speakers Bureau. I hope it starts again,
mm,
and you and Imtiaz, Hanan, and what's that lady's name? She's a teacher also, trainer also,
Waf,
uh,
Wafa,
from Kuwait.
Wafa,
Wafa,
mm.
and then the other lady,
Sandy Stein.
Sandy Stein.
Mm.
Sandy Stein. I used to love watching this. And of course, my good friend and Murli Manohar from my hometown
Uh,
in Hyderabad.
yes, true. The thing is, like Murli is out of the country. I am out of the country. I'm here in the UK,
Yes, true,
and
true.
the thing is, I'm still connected to District 20 because of the amazing Toastmasters in the district,
Yes, yes,
As like
yes.
yourself as well. So yes, it's if you are in Bahrain, Kuwait, Egypt, Iraq, being connected to District 20 is amazing. District 20 Toastmasters, or anywhere in the world,
Yeah.
Toastmasters is amazing. So
And
thank you.
we have a very good district executive committee, and I am very
Mm,
proud to be associated with my Toastmaster Ali Shabazz, Khalid Abdullah, Mona Alaka, Yasser, and
mm,
all these people. Fantastic group. We have
mm.
very much thankful to them for still keeping the flag flying for the District 20.
Yes, true. Thank you, DTM
Thank you.
Ratindranath. All
Thank
right.
you, Alan. It's been a fine morning talking with you.
Mm.
We'll keep in touch.
Let's keep in touch. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.